is a Danger Entertainment podcast. DangerEntertainment.net. Danger Entertainment Network podcasts.
First there was the land, then there was the seas, and then there was the Danger Club.
Previously on the Danger Club podcast.
I'm going to roll for a sweaty. Oh, it's a natural one.
That is 10 points of damage.
Okay, once I thought it was 23, now it's 10. It's like, oh, that's nothing.
I totally forgot about my monkey.
Dan's flirted with most of the people on this table.
Do we go in, talk our way past, or do we go in and rush them?
We haven't got much time.
All security, the dogs have escaped. We need you to go find the dogs.
What are we supposed to be dealing with the dogs?
Yeah.
Empty room, no exits. What's the plan?
I told you, dwarf, I've got this.
The adventure continues now. Hello everyone, welcome to the Danger Club podcast, a podcast about a group of friends trapped in a room with no obvious way to progress with their quest. It's more exciting than it sounds. If this is your first episode joining us, weird one to jump on board with, but hang in there because I imagine it's gonna get interesting.
Because we're going to have to hang in there.
We're gonna have some fun. We'll have to find out. April's still with us. How you doing, April?
Yeah, good. Cleaning up the mess. These schmucks.
April Hughes!
I'm feeling really cocky. I'm going to start rolling a load of wine.
Yeah, right.
Should
have said that.
So you have played D&D before?
Mikey is holding it together at the moment, isn't she? Mikey is currently kind of keeping this mission going.
Big Mike.
She feels like the key. Big Mike.
Ross is rolling. You're rolling some amazing 20s on every check except the one that will get rid of your card.
15 now, is it? Or is it 14?
I think it's
15.
15 weeks and counting.
15 weeks.
Right, what are we going to do, team? Danger Club.
I think I'm going to fall back on an old knowledge check to see if there's any sort of knowledge that's poking around in Velda's mind, which might help with this.
Your mind palace.
My mind palace.
So what are the options that you have on the table so far? Not there is a table. It's an empty room.
M could lean out the window and try and shoot a grappling arrow up so we could all climb.
Okay.
Which I don't know if that's the best idea.
What's it going to get? What's it going to attach to, though? That's the thing. We don't know.
Who knows? Who knows?
Well, no, because there are open windows up there. There's more
Are
windows.
they open?
No, they're closed.
They're
You can't
windows
really
that aren't
tell
bricked
from
up.
down here. Some of the ones nearest you are bricked up. There is one at the top floor. And from Velda's scouting mission with Mikey, before you came up here, you're fairly confident that the ones on the top floor are real windows.
So I have an idea
Okay.
of Mikey going invisible, as she does, running down the 11 flights of stairs back to the kitchen, getting the dumb waiter, because I've got 50 foot of silk rope. And because I think that, the dumb waiter's been mentioned quite a lot. I feel like it has to go somewhere. And possibly that could go higher, so I could get a rope out for you guys, which would save, it would only save the grappling hook.
I think that's plan A.
I think it's, that's a pretty good plan.
And I'm the only one small enough to go into the dumb waiter. Is that right?
That's
As a
right.
gnome?
We're sorry. Really? You're going to go up in the dumbwaiter.
Up, if it goes up. I mean,
That's
this
just
would be a
not
lot of
fit.
wasted time if
I
it
know
doesn't.
you're a medium-sized creature.
Oh, yeah. Even though I'm like 3 foot.
Yeah.
So if the dumbwaiter goes all the way up to the very top floor, bear in mind that the next 2 floors above us are bricked up. The other option, is climbing out the window, or unless we rip phase stone shape or something to get through the ceiling.
We haven't got anything
like that.
Either way, you're gonna have to climb up. The
scrolls that Creel held that we got 2 hints on we never identified were probably very useful.
We could just leave. Just go somewhere else. Forget this.
I was questioning. We've come here to obviously resolve Mikey's thing and also to take down a bad guy and also to find more information on who put the hit out on us initially, which we sort of know originated in Belton anyway.
And
a
the
little bit.
location of Freya is the other thing.
And the location of Freya, obviously.
That was what you came here to find.
I guess we'll
But remember,
find out.
failure is always an option.
Giving up.
I mean, we are on the 13th floor of an impenetrable tower that we've done very well to get this far.
We could just go and enjoy the rest of the party. Have some vol-au-vents.
And a mildly successful music career. And
Go downstairs and resolve all the romantic comedy things that happen like an episode of Community, and there's "Damn, I wish I was your lover" playing in the background. Told you till the daylight comes. I don't know.
I say we try the dumbwaiter thing. Let's see.
do it.
Let's see how far we get. Come on.
Let's go.
All right.
So you guys gonna wait?
Yeah, while we're waiting for Big Mike to go downstairs.
Okay.
Can I make a knowledge? What would be the most appropriate knowledge check? Do you think? Dan?
Wait,
Depends
do that
what kind
before I go downstairs.
Depends what kind of thing you think is going on here. It'd be Arcana if you think there's a spell affecting it. It'd be Engineering if you just want to know the layout.
Why don't you do them all?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to start with the knowledge Arcana.
Okay,
see
go
if there's
for a
anything that
knowledge
I'll assist.
might be there.
You can't. You don't have any.
I've
do you
got
have
a point in it, yeah.
You have a point in Arcana.
Yeah, man.
It is good. I have.
Not okay.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I got a 19 in that, so.
Okay, well, I got 26.
26 in terms of 28 with M's pointers.
Brain power.
If you were a wizard building a tower, and you wanted to stop people being able to get to you, you know that magic exists which allows people to either fly or to transport themselves, and therefore having stairs would be irrelevant. You've heard of wizards who live in towers that don't have any staircases to the parts they live in because they are able to simply come and go from it, as are their underlings. However, if their underlings were not particularly powerful, then they would need assistance to do that.
Like someone with really long hair. that they can
Yes,
chuck out.
or scrolls. Do you know? I think this is someone who can teleport. I relay this theory to the rest of the team.
Wait, sorry, you just said about that if their underlings were not particularly powerful, they need assistance to do that.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
'cause-
somewhere in this building, perhaps with someone we've already met, is the assistance we need to get up.
Of course, of
Yeah.
course.
Scroll.
The scrolls
Yeah,
that you
yeah.
had was a scroll because teleport's a very high level spell. So that's somebody quite powerful.
So we need to go to where his desk is.
We need to go to his office.
And that scroll will, forgive me if I'm wrong, because I don't know anything about spells, and I'm just a little half orc and I know nothing about the ways of magic, but it's one person.
Yeah,
So we've got 6.
yeah,
So even if we went downstairs and got the scroll,
Only one person can go in there.
yes. Unless the dumb waiter. I mean, I've solved the mystery, but it doesn't solve the create a solution.
Yeah.
I could do a knowledge engineering check just for the shit of it. That is 22.
22. Yeah, you're fairly confident from the sound of the stone above you. You're fairly confident it's solid stone for several floors.
This is solid stone. Yeah, whoever it is can teleport in and out, and I'm sure they had a teleport scroll.
And big M to the Izike, you're already on your way down, aren't you?
Yes. Oh
No,
well,
no,
No, I
Oh, no,
wanted
you
to
wait.
go.
You're gonna wait.
I wanted
Oh,
to
you were going to wait. Oh, yes. Well, no, it's dumb waiter. Dumb waiter or bust.
But I guess because they can't teleport. Or they could teleport food up there. But then why would they?
No, I don't think they would.
a little
no.
bit of
They would-
D&D and Pathfinder knowledge is create food and water is like a level 1 spell. If he's got a teleport, he's got food and water.
Well, yeah, but that is a fairly limited spell in what it can create. I think it can create sort of sustenance, but not really tasty stuff.
Decadent.
Yeah,
steaks.
decadent wines and capons and things like this, and tiny
I
soup.
mean, let's just do the dumb waiter thing and find out.
Oh, we're
Go on,
in
Big
character.
Mike.
Oh, we're in character.
Oh.
Now, Big Mike,
Shit.
We're kind of half in, half out.
So
you know.
you're going to do this. You're going to go to the dumb waiter. Now I can message you regularly to make sure you're all right. All right.
Yeah,
So if you hear
and
my voice in your
I
head,
don't have to say comma. I don't have to say grammar.
no. I mean, you can say comma if you like, but you can just say whatever you want, up to a sentence.
Okay,
Good luck, Mikey.
thanks.
Yeah.
Like this.
Good luck.
I love
Guys.
Do the good fight.
I love that that's been perplexing Mike for fucking ages. I don't have to do that. I don't. I knew
Right.
it. I knew it.
I got this.
Or maybe
And I go.
we have to jump out the window and it's like
Go
a
on, Big
leap
Mike.
of
Off you
faith.
go. There we go. Yeah.
I've gone invisible and I've gone.
I tell you what, Fulton. Why don't you jump out the window?
You have to believe.
Yes.
I do
And then you'll
believe.
die a virgin.
Wow.
What? You will. You will die.
That was a bit harsh.
I mean,
Well,
you told
yeah.
us you were a virgin.
I know, but
I mean,
I thought you-
he's just stating an objective truth.
Yeah,
don't bring stuff to the party that you're not prepared to emotionally, deal with.
Yeah, but I didn't think you were going to take advantage of that and
He's
take
not
the
taking
piss out.
advantage of it. It's just
I'm
stating
giving
a
you some
fact.
very good advice. If
said
you
I'd
jump out
die-
that window, Fulton, you will die a virgin.
Why does that matter, though?
What? We're here to see about
Surely-
it.
Like a person
surely-
who's never had sex before.
Yeah, surely it just matters that I'll die. Why does it matter that I die a virgin?
All right, you'll die stupid.
Again, why do you have to add another thing?
Well, why not?
Why don't you just say you die? Why you got to be
You,
always...
Fulton.
I mean, as far as pep talks go,
As the bickering continues,
Shall we see how Mikey's getting on?
you make your way down the stairs, past the room where you had the fight, impressed with how well you cleaned it up, and back to the kitchen. The two guards who were in the room have by now made it out, and you can, by peering through one of the windows, you can see them out in the garden, and they're arguing with some of the guards outside. And pointing at the dogs, which are wandering around and looking frustrated. So you have a feeling they may not be on their dog mission for much longer. So you don't have a huge amount of time. So you make your way towards the kitchen. What would you like to do to prepare for that? Chef Grumsby is still there. You can hear him singing away to himself.
Can I fit in the dumbwaiter with an
Tiny
array
soup?
of tiny soups?
Yeah, you can fit in there with a few soups.
It's a
Okay,
thing.
cool. So I'm gonna try and sneak
Okay.
all this.
So you grab a couple of tiny soups. Are you invisible currently? Or
I
you
am
just making-
invisible.
Okay, so you grab a couple of tiny soups. You make your way to the couple of tiny soups just kind of float off the counter behind him. Chef Grumsby stops, looks around for a moment. The soups disappear as the magic takes hold. He sort of looks around, sort of some shrugs, and then goes back to sprinkling some salt into his new batch of soup. He's serving a lot of soup at this party.
Yeah, Jesus, he does not like solids.
There's a lot of bathroom time after this.
Yeah.
So you make your way to the dumb waiter and have a look at it. It has a array of buttons on it which seem to correspond to different floors. There is also you can see there is a key. There's a key slot in it, which can be turned, and next to one of them there is another button.
Okay.
So there are you see that there are 10 buttons on one side, and then there's one button on the other side. But it seems you need to use a key to unlock that.
Can I try my key?
You try your key. Your key does not fit.
Oh, for God damn it!
It's a special key.
Okay.
You can try and pick that lock.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah,
Roll.
I'd love to do that.
Roll a d20 and add your disabled device check. Your disabled device.
Do it again.
James's reactions, man.
So it's a
19.
It's a 19. You get another 2 on top of that because you're the thieves' tool. So it's a 21, which is not enough to disable the lock.
Damn it.
It's not
Okay.
not nearly enough.
I'm gonna have to go and find the key.
I reckon you can get a 20. Go on, get a 20.
Can I get 20 on my dice?
Yeah.
if you just try
You've
again.
got time for
Am I
one
allowed
more
to try
try
again?
before your invisibility
Come on,
wears
here's
off.
the 20.
I can't see it. Oh my God, it's rolled out of sight.
It's not a 20.
Oh,
It's 11.
it's an 11.
So plus 9 plus
Plus-
2.
Yeah, it's not going to do it.
Okay, don't panic. Ah.
So you're going to need another charge of the invisibility to stay invisible, or you can try and just stealth by
I'm
normal
gonna just try and
means.
stealth by.
Okay, go ahead and make a roll a stealth
Why
check.
did I happy slap? Sanaya?
2 uses you used
damn
on
it.
that.
My stealth is 19 plus whatever my
Okay.
stealth is, which is going to be a
It's
lot.
going to be quite a lot, but I need the number because people are
It's
going to be rolling
19
against
plus 13.
it. Okay, that's a very good score.
It's a really good roll. Says
Okay.
M.
Why, thank you, MC. I didn't expect you to like my bread roll, but I think I'd like this roll
so
as well.
the spell wears off and you quickly duck behind one of the counters, but out of sight. Chef Grumsby walks along, takes a pot from the shelf. You are crouched behind it, but he's looking the other way and just walks away carrying the pot. His hand reaches and starts fumbling around, and you pass him some salt. He takes it and just walks back out and carries on his cooking. What's next, stealthy gnome?
Oh, I hate being on my own. Okay, so who's got access to that part? Am I going to have to go to Creel's office?
I mean, it's just the fate of the entire mission hanging on your shoulders right now. That's all that's at stake here.
You are the Danger Club.
The lives of everyone. I mean, the continued existence of this podcast that is a big part of all of our lives personally, I would say. Is,
Hey, Velda, why don't you check in
I'm just going to. Yes. You know what? It's funny. I was just standing here trying to remember just what the range is for message, and it's
120 feet, I think.
I think it is about that. Yes.
Oh, have you put a few points into your Arcana knowledge?
It's actually 130.
130. See,
But because you like my role, I should accept that. So I message.
Okay.
Big Mike.
Yep.
Is she within 130 feet? Big Mike,
she
how's
is
it going?
in range, yes.
Are you in the dumbwaiter yet?
Slight hiccup, I need a key.
Oh, she needs a key. Where are you going to try? Are you going to find the key?
What? Yes.
What? I don't know. I thought she might be coming back.
Could we help her, maybe? Does she want our help?
Do you want any help finding the key? I mean, the problem is... Okay,
That was my whole sentence.
So the problem is, yes, she just sort of made a weird bunch of sounds. See, the trouble is, I
Why
think...
don't we go down?
Well, no, but I think if we go downstairs, we're not going to be able to get back up here again because those guards are going to be back any second.
Yeah.
Either we go down and we stay down or we come back up here.
Mikey, you can now hear the guards arguing in the doorway outside the servants' quarters. Someone is calling them back outside about something and they're getting into a tussle, but they are definitely arguing about how they want to go back upstairs.
I think they'll have a key.
Mikey,
Yeah.
if anyone's going to have the key, it's going to be Creole. He's this major domo, fancy butler or whatever.
Yeah. Oh.
Shit.
Hey, also, I mean, if she's going to Creole's, maybe she should see if she can grab some of his scrolls with her stealthiness as well.
That's a very good idea.
How on earth have we been doing creels and scrolls for so long and not made a Marvel reference? Like,
I know.
aren't we real fans? Like,
I've been meaning to do it for the
I
last
was
3
trying to fit a
episodes.
scroll
isn't it?
joke
Yeah.
in the last time we talked about.
If you go to Creole's office, grab the scrolls as well if you can.
Okay.
It is Creole with a double E. It's not Creole. He's not from,
Yeah, it's
he's not from New Orleans.
Okay, I'm gonna go invisible.
Okay.
And sneak into the party.
Okay, you sneak through the party with people moving around. You're kind of dodging around people's legs as they're discussing. You make your way across the room. Are you heading for Creel's office?
I am, yeah.
Okay. You head to the door and you push the door open. Make another stealth check to try and open the door without anyone noticing.
26.
26 will do it. You manage to creak the door open. You slip through a tiny gap in the door without the guard kind of looks down, notices the door is open, and kind of pulls it closed. You're like, bloody loose doors. But you are in Creel's office. Creel is standing with his back to you. He's looking into a mirror. In the mirror is the face of a kindly old man, played by Jim Broadbent, who you recognise as Uncle Gooden. Creel has his hands clasped behind his back as he talks. You can say, the party's gone off without a hitch. The band were disappointing, but nothing too awful. We should be able to accumulate any funds that we need. There was something strange about some of the band. I don't know what it is. There's one of them that I haven't seen. It's probably nothing. I can't put my finger on it. And one of them claimed to have information about our little bird. The old man thinks for a moment and says, "Well, that can't be helped. See if you can get them to stay around for a little while after the party. We should perhaps have a more in-depth talk with them, especially if they have information like that. We can't be allowing that to get out into the world now, can we? Certainly can't. If our little bird is out there, then we need to make sure that she's brought home. We can't have her lost out in the wilds like that. She should come home to us, and join her sister. The Creel nods. Very well. I'll send word to the guards. I think they're still in the kitchens. Would you like to do anything?
Has he got weapons on him?
You can see he has a staff that he has within reach. But you know that he can cast spells. He has a belt with various bits and pieces on it, and on the table there is a bag with some things in it. He has a wand as well on his belt.
Is the wand the source of his... Can he cast spells without
He
it?
can cast spells without it. The wand has spells within it as well.
So wands tend to have a spell in that you can just have 50 charges of that.
It's not like Harry Potter, like you can't win his wand.
No, but it's even more dangerous because he can just go her and cast a spell. He doesn't need a wand.
It's basically for a wizard, like, his left hand is a cannon, his right hand is a cannon, his staff is like an RPG launcher, and that wand is an extra submachine gun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I make would it be a perception check to see if I can find a key for the dumbwaiter?
Yes. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Oh boy. 14 plus 9.
14 plus 9. There is a key within the folds of his robe that you see as he moves. You can see it's tucked in within his robe.
Creel or
Creel.
What would I need to...
It'd be a sleight of hand to try and lift it from him.
If we were in contact with her now, could we run downstairs and start the fight? Like, could we... Or is that... No, because by the time we get downstairs, he could just teleport her back up again.
He's not there.
He's in the mirror.
He's in the mirror.
Yeah. He's not in the
He's talking to the man in the mirror.
I'm going to try and...
Someone's going to change their ways.
All right, what's the plan?
I am...
So tense.
Isn't it?
My hand reaches towards my sword.
Uh-huh.
And I creep forward.
Okay.
And then it raises and it goes towards his key.
Oh.
I'm literally
Roll
shaking.
well. What did you get on your sleight of hand?
24.
A 24.
Pretty good.
You reach in. The key vanishes from his from the folds of his cloak and into your hand as it disappears. As the image on the mirror shimmers and disappears, Creel turns away from it and goes and sits down at the desk and starts gathering up the scrolls that are on it and starts putting them into a bag. He does not notice the lack of key.
The door's closed though.
Velda messages. How's it going?
You hear this in your head. To reply, it is a whisper to reply, so it is not a psychic thing. So you do make
I'm
noise.
not replying.
Okay.
I was just going to say, don't forget you've got spells.
I don't think I've got anything that's going to help me.
I don't know. Maybe some sort of distraction.
Wizard duel.
I knock on the door. Will that sound like
Ghost sound.
You've
got ghost sound. That's what I'm trying to say.
I've used it.
It's a cantrip.
I have one per day.
Oh, do you? Oh, sorry, I have a cantrip. I didn't realise.
I like this idea of knocking on the door. It sounds like someone's...
I knock on the door and they're both going to think that the other person's knocked on the door.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Guard.
Love that.
So the plan is I'm going to knock on the door and then as soon as the guard, I guess, I don't know.
Sure.
I'm going to try.
Okay, you bang on the door.
I've already rolled.
So you don't need to roll it. The guard's going to make a sense motive, though, to see if he thinks anything's up. The guard on the outside opens. There's a knock on the door. Creel looks up and says, "Come in." The guard opens the door and pokes his head round. He says, "Need something, sir?" Creel said, "You were knocking on my door. What do you..." Wait a moment. He starts rifling through the scrolls quickly.
Go.
He takes one out and he starts reading from it.
Can I go?
Yeah.
I rolled a 30.
Oh my god, go.
So my roll was a 30.
Okay, you run out between the guard's legs and back out, and you hear a boom as a spell discharges in the room.
I also have that thing with spells.
It's fine. You are out of its range.
You're out of its range. It's fine.
Creel looks around and
Goodness me.
says, must have been nothing. There's something strange going on here. Go up to the kitchens. Find that band. Bring them here. Mikey, you get out of that room in the nick of time and run back to the run back into the kitchen, closing the door behind you. But you know that the guards are heading for the kitchens as well. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna continue the plan. I'm gonna
You jump in the dumbwaiter. You put the key in, turn it. It turns to the other button. You press the other button, pull the key out, and the dumbwaiter rattles up just as you see the door open, and you see the guards come in.
My soup's in there.
You still got your soups, yeah.
Just checking, guys.
Of course,
Gonna be a hungry one.
There's got to be a reason for these soups.
As it rumbles out, you hit the guards enter. You hear one say, "Where's that fucking band?" You make your way up. It's very dark as it rattles past the different doorways, and then after several of them, you stop going past doorways, and you're just passing. You're going up just through blank stone. Those of you in the room, you hear a kind of a sort of sound of something mechanical rattling in the walls as it moves past you.
I'm going to message Big Mike. Big Mike, are you in the dumbwaiter?
Yep.
Well done! That's me, she's in the dumbwaiter.
Hey!
Yeah, huzzah! This is good.
You, Mike, the dumbwaiter arrives at a door, and you're left with a sort of closed metal sliding door in front of you. It clunks to a halt.
There's a keyhole.
About keys, I forget.
Yeah, right.
Question: have I become?
You are currently visible.
I'm currently visible, so 4 left, guys. 3 left now. I'm gonna go.
You go invisible.
Invisible again.
Okay. Do you open?
3 left, and it opens up.
Okay, you open the waiter. So you are currently in a small lobby. It is well decorated. There is a plush-looking carpet, and there are some candles burning. There is a.
Why didn't I just hide? Damn it!
There is a door which is leading. There's a door which leads out of the room, and there are a couple of windows. That is all you can see. There is nobody up here.
Is it the same layout as floor 11, like with the windows? Is there like a certain amount of windows on the
There are
sides?
2 windows, and they seem to be in the same kind of position.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to one of the windows.
Okay, you go to the windows.
I've got 50 foot of silk rope.
Okay.
So I'm going to. What's in the? Is there anything for me to tie?
Yeah, you can tie it onto. There's a sort of sturdy cabinet underneath one of the windows, so you can tie it to that, and it seems to be bolted to the wall.
Great.
So
okay,
it's secure.
Cool. So I'm going to tie it to that, and then I'm going to go to the window, and I'm going to release
Okay.
the rope.
A length of silk rope tumbles down next to one of the windows.
Climb checks, everyone.
Okay,
That's a good point. With the rope that's already attached to something up top, do we need to make climb checks?
You do need to make climb checks. It's a DC
Okay.
5 climb check.
Oh, okay.
So it's not hard.
So
a natural one will result in you falling.
Fine. So you can't just, let's say, if you got a climb
Or
bonus of...
a failure by 5 or more. So a total of 0, because some of you might have negative climb checks.
All right, so before we move, we make sure everybody in this room has got a feather fall potion. Okay?
Yes.
Who hasn't? Who hasn't got a feather fall?
Everyone's got one.
Okay, great, fine.
Okay.
You know what to do then if you slip off the rope.
Yeah, of course.
Oh yeah.
Also, I have a spell called Grasp. I don't know if I have to cast that on myself before or
Tell us
as
about
something
Grasp.
happens. Okay, so Grasp is if you fail a climb check, then you can re-roll by using Grasp. It is at a -2,
Okay.
but you can re-roll. And if you fail, you don't fall. You just don't progress any further.
Oh, nice. Is the duration instant, or does it have a time duration? It should say if it's got a time.
Instantaneous.
So you cast it automatically when you fail. So that you don't have to cast it now. You can just do it if you fail.
Okay, so that's it.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
I'm terrible at climbing.
Yeah, I thought you might be.
I'm really bad.
So,
I mean, unless I go last, tie the rope around my waist, and then you pull me up.
Let me pull you up.
yeah, all right.
Although, Fulton, are you any good at climbing?
I mean, if you get
I'm all right. I got a +1.
Okay, it's better than my -1, so there we go.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Okay.
All right. I'll go first because that way, if I've got to pull someone up, you got to have someone strong at the top, haven't you?
Yes. And I don't tie that rope around myself yet.
Gorm's balls. Caragor opens the window.
Good luck, Caragor.
Good luck, Caragor.
Yeah, good luck, everyone.
All right, Caragor, you go first. You take a hold of the rope.
Wait. Before I go, listen, I don't want to make this dramatic or anything, but if I do just slip off the rope completely, would someone buy Ica another dress?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, wait. I've got an idea. Who's got rope?
I got rope.
Yes, you've got rope. Tie it round Caragor, and then if Caragor falls, you two can just hold on to him and make sure he doesn't fall.
Perfect.
There we are.
Great.
Okay, good.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
And thank me in the pub.
no, I will thank you in the pub. And then Caragor in his head does the mental math of him falling and then the rope snapping tight as he smashes down 3 floors into someone else's
So
window.
we can tie it on something in the room.
But he shakes his head and goes, "I'll take that over nothing." Here I
It's
go.
better than falling.
It's a
What you
total
got?
It's not good, but I think it's good enough.
13.
13 is enough. Caragor, you swing out over the 11-story drop below you that just falls down into the gardens below.
You know that bit in Diamonds Are Forever where he swings out?
Yeah.
You've seen that at the top of the building? Yes, that.
It is. You are easily one of the tallest points in Caermarga right now, as you just climb Batman style up the rope, past the bricked up or past the windows that aren't windows, make your way to the top, and Mikey's hand reaches out from the side. You grab it. You're way more than her, and you pull her out the window. She falls.
I get to go home.
You clamber through the window. Who's next?
As I get on the other side,
Yeah.
I secure myself, wedge myself in, set
Okay.
my feet, and grab hold of both the ropes.
Okay.
Don't you want to drop that rope so the next person ties the rope around
why-
themselves?
Now, I would suggest...
Wouldn't it be better if we tied the rope up where we are, and so you
No.
wouldn't fall if you?
Yes.
Oh, I see, because
We
we've
tied
still
up
got
second
one end
rope.
to it, haven't
Yeah.
we?
Yeah.
Yes,
So you
better
tie.
idea.
Right.
Yes, that's a good suggestion. And I suggest Fulton goes next,
Okay.
because then if I can't stop any of you falling.
The
So you're
Dangerlings are
stopping- you're
yelling at
stopping
us about deciding on ropes. So
No.
we're gonna
Yeah,
This
right,
makes
okay.
perfect
All
sense.
right, so you
because
tie the
I can't
second
stop.
rope at the top. You throw the first one back down so you can secure it. So
Yep.
Fulton, you're going next.
Hey,
All
you
right.
see, Vilda, it's all a leap of faith.
Oh God,
9.
a 9. Okay, sort of Assassin's Creed. Fulton just leaps into a hay cart. You swing out, and Fulton, you kind of less gracefully than Caragor, but you kind of, because your
Oh.
armor weighs a ton, but you scramble up and you tumble through the. You tumble in. You are safe. Next person.
All right,
Rope goes back down, tied up.
M to the Z.
MZ.
But you're tied on, right? So that's.
But I'm tied on.
What was it?
It was a natural one,
It's a natural 1.
but we are tied on.
MZ, you get halfway up.
I've got a 6 in clubs. Is that not even?
It's natural ones and
Right,
natural
okay,
ones.
yeah, of
One
course,
is
yeah,
an
yeah.
automatic fail.
Wow.
You lose your footing against the thing. Let go. The rope slips from your grasp and you plummet. You fall past the window, and then the rope goes taut around your waist, dealing. You're going to take a bit of damage from this.
All right.
You take 3 points of damage from just
all right.
your bones being crunched as the rope pulls tight against your waist, and you slam against the side of the tower with a thump. And then you kind of manage to pull yourself to it. Those of you who are, I imagine those of you who are sort of in the lower level, just a terror. You just see M just drop past the window suddenly, and then just see the rope go taut. And then you are able to kind of pull yourself up, make another roll to try and get up.
You
now.
see, I told you it's a good idea.
I
Yeah,
rolled
you're
3
very
natural ones
smart.
in this record. Natural 20.
Natural 20, easy.
Your pride is so hurt. You're like somersaulting up.
I go leaping past the window going, what are you worried about?
You sort of stop, adjust your grip slightly, and then scamper up with no problem at all.
Wait, was that whole thing just a bit? You just being like, whoa, falling, whoa.
I think it is a good thing
That's
you
it, yeah.
retied the rope at the top, because that reduced the damage, half the damage you would have taken from that falling.
Yeah.
So it was a smart move there. Okay, so we've just got...
Well done, everyone.
Just got the casters left.
Velda, you go.
But no, because they're going to pull me up.
All right, okay. I go. Fuck you.
I mean, thanks.
Being helpful. Fuck you.
Why is it hidden? Oh, fuck.
What you got?
2 plus 1, so 3.
Okay. Veldy, as Shania, you grab the rope and just kind of swing out and just start bumping ineffectively against things, scrabbling against it and falling against the wall.
Wait, we have...
trying to scramble up.
No,
but you
really,
aren't unable to
Shania.
make any
You need to go.
progress.
You need to climb up now.
Yeah,
We
we
have
got
2
two
ropes. Why don't we just pull you both up? Do we have enough manpower to do that?
Velda, you can hear footsteps coming up the stairs.
There's someone coming. I messaged Caragor, actually. Caragor, there's someone coming.
Get on the rope.
Right.
Shit.
I tie the other rope around me.
Yes, you can. Yep.
And
we
I'm on the end of
all
it.
pull.
I suppose.
We all pull up.
I might as well try a climb
Go
check.
for a climb as
yeah,
well.
might as well go and try to go. Come on.
I could have re-rolled mine as well, by the way.
Oh yeah, you can re-roll yours.
Can I make
Okay.
a strength
I got an
check?
8.
Oh, that
An
means-
8.
Caragor pulls up.
I also got 8.
Okay, you get both of you kind of Felder, you start scampering up. Shania, you're kind of just hanging in the window as you see the door handle start to turn. You quickly weave the spell, your hands grip to the rope tightly, and you scamper up at the last second, your feet disappearing just as the door opens. The two
Pull the
of you
rope.
clamber up. With the help of everyone pulling the ropes up, you fall in and you're all in the lobby together.
Caragor was definitely focusing on the one with Shania more than anything else. He was arm over arming. As soon as Shania looked like she was dropping a little bit, he just went full cap on that.
Thanks so much, Caragor. You really you pulled me up there. Thanks.
What?
Thanks very much.
Oh, yeah, all right.
I saw you pulling, and that's very kind.
Yeah,
I've
whatever.
never seen you actually try so hard on
That was
my
actually me. I was pulling yours.
Let's go.
All right, so you have a door ahead of you.
Are you?
Yeah.
I listen at it.
Listen at the door. Perception check.
I still don't like you.
25.
25.
Focused.
You can hear the sound of something big and kind of squishy, you think, moving around. You feel that there's a room, a decent-sized room beyond, and there is some kind of big creature in there. You can hear sound of something crawling around on the ground. It's something big and soft.
All right,
You can hear scraping of what sounds like kind of almost like a brush, like someone's sweeping the ground.
All right, there's some kind of weird fleshy janitor in here.
Can I make
It's massive.
Can I make a knowledge check to try and work out what that could possibly be based on that? Description.
Knowledge, nature, I'm going to tell you.
Knowledge, nature. Right, here we go. It's not good. 12.
Okay. You've no idea.
Nope.
Okay.
I have
Something
knowledge
large and
nature.
squishy.
I'll try knowledge nature.
You're a druid.
Fucking druid. I got 20.
20, you don't know.
I totally
Do I
forgot
have
you were a
knowledge
druid.
nature?
Don't think you do.
Oh.
Okay.
Fine. No fucking idea. Let's find out what's behind this door.
All
you
right,
know.
that's
Wait.
sounds horrible.
We all go on point, and we all have weapons drawn.
I think
Yeah.
we should. I think we
Yeah.
should attack it rather than point at it.
I'll go first.
Caragor opens the door a crack,
I hide.
very slowly, to peek one eye to the crack.
Make a stealth check to try and peer in without being seen.
13.
A 13 beats the perception check of whatever is in there. So, you peer in through the door. You can see that there is a big. You can see it's a large room. There is a door on the far side of it, a metal door. Lying in the middle of the room is an enormous, bloated, hairy caterpillar.
What?
It is red. It has red bristles all hanging all down on it, and it is kind of crawling around the room. You can see there are strands of silk hanging from the ceiling around the area, but it does not seem to have noticed you.
I reckon this is good.
Can I make a knowledge nature check now I've seen it?
Okay, yes, you can.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Have
Well,
you
I'm sort of
seen
peeking over sort of Caragor's shoulder. That's 18.
And 18, you still don't quite know what it is.
Right.
Should we go in and rush it and fucking kill it?
Why do we need to kill a caterpillar?
Let's just go.
Because we got to get past it.
Yeah, we could just snake round it.
Is this not? This is him, right?
What?
I reckon this is him. I reckon this is good. I reckon this is some sort of sorcery. Do some magic detecting.
Well, I mean, we'd have to be in the door. We have to be in the room for any kind of spell to be cast.
True.
So we're thinking about stealthing past it.
What does my...
I'm not good at stealth.
I mean, I'm not good at stealth.
We can't go round it.
Exactly. So
We can't go over it.
Blood wine.
We've tried going under it.
So it would just make it ill.
Make it sick, and it has to drink it.
It has to
drink
drink
the
it.
whole bottle. So quite potentially difficult to do.
So I suppose. Go.
This is what I'm thinking, right?
Through it. We'll have to go through it.
Yeah,
We'll have to go through it.
Yeah, through
No,
it.
go on. No, wait, no, Mikey. What were we going to say?
I am thinking I alter self into Creel. I go in with a tiny soup laden with blood wine. I make the creature drink it.
I mean,
and then I run away.
I from my
don't
own
know.
sneaky, reconnaissance-y, stabby, messy-uppy background, I love that plan. I love it to death.
But
Are you sure the dosage is enough to kill a caterpillar of that size?
It's not going to kill it, but it's going to make it ill. In which case...
Well, you could tell it to just go into the corner and not attack us.
Oh, are we in character?
I
Yeah, sorry, you were as well. I
mean,
wasn't.
Yeah, I've been
But
getting in
I
character the
am
entire
now.
time.
So... I'm just throwing out ideas.
No, I think that's a good idea to...
Can I tell if it's got any
this
eyes?
is nice.
It does have eyes, yes.
It does have eyes.
It's got eyes.
Okay. I mean, I could colour spray it in its face that might blind it, will probably stun it, and then we just leg it.
I also like that plan.
I like the pretending to be that fella.
Hang on, do you know what? Can you do a Creel blood wine? If you get eaten, then we'll
blind
stun
you,
it.
yeah.
Hey, we'll blind
Then
it.
we'll blind it and we'll run past.
And it was nice knowing you, Big Mike.
Unless you.
I don't know.
I love this plan. I'm excited that it'll work. Come on.
Wait.
It's Miller time.
No, wait. What? No, don't answer that. Shouldn't I? Maybe we should just stun it and rush past it. Is there from my little crack in the door? Is there an obvious way past that caterpillar?
Yeah, it doesn't take up the whole room. Like, you could go past it. There is a door at the other side, so you could, if you could, you could move past it and through the door.
Are we going to run into any silky strands of sticky stuff that it's spewing around?
It's hard to tell. You need a perception check as you move to know
we're gonna
if
get
there's anything
stuck.
ahead of you.
I'm under the impression that this is Uncle Gooden.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, me too.
I think it may be as well.
Can we do another perception check to see if there's any mirrors?
Yeah, go ahead, make a perception check.
29.
Oh, well,
29.
I'm not going to figure it out. I
Okay.
rolled a 5.
So M, you see no mirrors. With a 5, yeah, you don't see mirrors. M, you notice that there are strands of silk hanging down across the front, across the half of the room that you are in. There is a small gap on the left-hand side where there are no strands hanging down, but the rest of the room has an almost invisible, just silky web hanging.
Hey, Caragor, look over there. There's a way through.
I see it. Let's go. I see it. No, wait. I mean.
Should we just kill it?
Yeah, let's kill it.
I think this thing is a bigger threat than you think it is.
All right.
I think this is the last line of defense.
The options are sneak past it, which I'm not very good at sneaking. I don't know if you noticed. Or we go in there and we kill it, or we go in there and try and give it the shits with the wine for a little bit. Or we spray it in the face, which you can do whilst we're killing it.
I mean, spraying in the face and sneaking past is good.
The thing is, if we give it the shits, it'll be weakened, okay? So we can do all the other stuff afterwards if we can manage to make it weakened.
So you have got to go in there alone.
No, but the Creel thing was if it's Uncle Good. if it's I'm not going to do this as Mike. If it was Uncle Gooden, that's the Creel thing. Otherwise, there's no point.
Well,
so we need to verify that it's Uncle Gooden.
I thought you were just doing that because you thought that Creel was the caterpillar handler.
yes. And Creel is a right-hand man, so the caterpillar would be familiar with him.
But would I want to waste that?
When else are you going to use it?
To
Go on then.
talk to Uncle Gooden.
Go on then.
Do it.
Crazy Creel blood wine plan, followed by stun it in the face, followed by
Sneak past it.
optional vent. Sneak
What if it
past it
doesn't
if that
even
works.
speak English?
Why would you want to speak to it?
Because I'm like, hello, try
You
this.
also speak to animals, don't you?
You speak to
Oh, I can
animals.
speak to the animals. Lovely, lovely.
I mean, you could speak to it now behind the door and just go, hello.
I'll tell you right now, a caterpillar counts as vermin, not an animal.
Ah.
So speak with animals, not
Right.
work on it.
I mean, Dr. Dolittle didn't talk to him, did he?
He didn't talk to the
He
caterpillars.
talks to the caterpillars.
All right, well, let's do the
Oriental,
alter self thing.
Okay, well, okay.
All right.
Yeah. Do
Don't
it.
worry, we got your back.
Yes, do it.
Into
Okay.
Creel
You
with the soup.
use your spell. You turn into Creel. I don't know how this makes Mikey feel, looking down and
I
realizing
shudder.
you are Creel.
My hand goes towards my sword, and then I think, oh no.
No. You pick up the little ramekins of soup, and you make your way into the room. The caterpillar immediately spins round as you enter, and then seeing you, it kind of scuttles across the floor to where you are. You make your way using where Emma's pointed out. You duck around the web, not walking into it, and enter the room. The caterpillar crawls up. It just towers over you, even now that you're sort of changed to the height of a human. It is enormous, this thing. It crawls up to you. The bristles look sharp as it gets close, as they kind of dangle around near you, and you don't get too close. It looks at you, its mandibles twitching. But it does not attack.
I thought you'd enjoy this soup at the party. And I hold the soup, the poisoned soup. towards him.
I mean, let it eat the soup by itself, man.
I mean, put it down on the floor.
I put it up
Horrible
towards him
mandibles.
and then decide not to, and I put it down on the
Put
floor.
it down on the floor and step back. It crawls forward, looks down at the soup, and then puts its face into it and just starts gobbling it down. It makes its fortitude save.
It's going to be fine, isn't it?
Phil, are you ready with the spell? Which is the
I
case?
get ready with my spell.
It passes the first fortitude save. However, Bloodwine requires 2 successful saves for the effect not to work. So so after about a minute, as you sort of back up, after about a minute, suddenly the creature kind of staggers backwards and squeals, and just starts coughing, and then just starts spewing up a sort of reddish black icky blood from its mouth, and just starts coughing it up over the floor and sort of staggering about, looking in significant discomfort.
Can I head towards the door? Or just...
Yeah, you can. It's going to start taking some wisdom damage. Okay. Okay. What would everyone else like to do? It is clearly under the effects.
It is under the effects, and it's very distracted, would you say?
Oh yeah, it is definitely distracted.
Right.
So yeah,
leg
we,
it.
we head out towards. We identify the place that
Yeah.
M identified to us, and we head towards that place.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you're running
We go the little passage.
through the gap, and what's the plan? To attack it or to go?
just
Go
going
past
past
it.
Go
it.
past it, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you run for the door. Everyone's going to roll initiative to see if you can get through the room before the thing attacks. All right, Caragor,
14.
14, good roll. MZ,
9.
9. Fulton,
24.
24. Very good. Mikey,
19.
a 19. Rolling high. This is the time to do it.
MZ though. 9.
Yeah, Velda got 12.
Yeah, 9 for Shania.
9. Shit.
Well, half of us are going to make it across first, probably.
A 9 for Shania.
And 12 for Velda.
And a 12 for Velda. Okay. So, Fulton, you go first. The creature, immediately as he enters, lumbers over to try and block your way through. Fulton, you act first. What would you like to do?
I'm just going to get to the metal door.
Okay, you run over and...
Can I open it?
Yep. So...
Yeah, fuck it. I'm just going to open it.
Okay.
Shit.
You open the door. As you do, there's a flash of magic, and a green bolt shoots from the ceiling above at you. That is a 12 against your touch armor class.
That is a hit.
That's a hit. Can I borrow some D4s from somebody?
Where my D4s
Where my D4s at?
Where my
Thank you, that'll do.
D4s at?
Thank you very much. So you take... That's fine. I only need 2.
1,000
for 4 rounds. Okay, so Fulton, you take 7 points of acid damage, and you are going to keep taking that for the next 3 rounds as well.
Forever.
So I'm going to mark
Good
those
thing
down.
I'm on 11 hit points.
So the bolt hits you and just covers Fulton in acid that starts burning through your servant's clothes. The door is open. There is a flight of stairs upwards.
Wait, is your maximum hit points 18?
No, 26.
So then why?
How'd you lose your hit
How are
points?
you?
Because I got hit in the last fight.
Yeah, but what? We took potions after that.
Fulton did
I
not.
didn't.
No, I thought I didn't.
How long have you
Full
been
master
playing
and
this game?
playing on hard mode.
Christ.
But you do make it through the doorway and out of the room.
I made it through the caterpillar.
Karagor.
Are any of my party visibly lagging behind and likely to be within striking distance of that caterpillar?
Yes, Shania M and Mikey are unlikely to make it through the door at the speed that the caterpillar is closing. They're unlikely to get through before it takes an attack at least one of them.
I slow jog towards, realise what's happening, stand back, draw my cutlass, and position my body in the way of the caterpillar and my fleeing allies.
Okay. Do you want to do anything else? You've probably still got a standard action left. You could study it, or you could make an attack.
Oh, well, let's actually, with my bow, let's see if I can just finish it off with a shot to the head.
All right, you take a shot with the bow.
For fuck's sake. It's 9.
9, no good. It just sticks into the bubble, but doesn't do any damage.
All right, I crit my neck and I wait what's going to happen next.
Okay, Velda, you can make it through before the...
Can I?
Yes.
Can I cast a spell and move?
Yes, you've got enough movement to do that.
Right, great.
You're small enough to be able to do that.
As I'm running past where Karagor is, I want to cast Colour Spray at its face.
Spray. All right. So is it a will save?
It is a will save.
So
yes.
you blast it with colour. That is going to be a 10.
It has
DC. It should be level. I think it's.
It doesn't say the
it's
DC.
10 plus your level plus the level of the spell.
Okay, well then, yeah, it's higher than that.
Okay, yes. So that is a fail.
It's a fail.
fail.
How many hit dice does it have?
It has 4 hit dice.
Oh, okay. So it is going to be blinded and stunned for 3 rounds,
Oh, very nice.
and then stunned for 1 round after that.
Okay. 3 rounds.
And it's also sickened at this point.
You
as well.
blast it with colour and
He's
it
having
just kind of
some
staggers
shit.
back and kind of wobbles around. So stunned means it doesn't get an action.
Yes.
So
welcome.
It's go next, but it just staggers there, so it does nothing.
Nice
Move.
Well done.
Nice.
Good move.
Shania.
Well, I mean, if it's stunned, then I'll just toddle on by.
Okay, you run past it.
Jazz
Bye,
hand. Yeah, Drum is doing a jazz
MZ.
hand for dinner.
Yeah, again, if it's stunned,
Same
I'll
again.
just toddle on by.
You run through. Mikey,
I run.
you run through as well. Fulton, first things first, you take another 7 points of acid damage.
It's going to be like Raiders of the Lost Ark. We're just going to find him lying on the floor.
Do you want to do anything with your action? Just something that raises your hit points.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, maybe. Yes, of course I will. Yeah, I'll pull out a Cure Light Wounds and
Look at it.
drink that.
Okay, drink that. Roll the healing for that. 1d8 plus 1.
It is. I got 2 hit points back.
And he's back.
It's better than nothing.
Can he heal fast enough to not melt into a puddle? We'll see. Karagor, you're left sort of alone in the room with this creature that is now just staggering around.
It's just that and me left.
Everyone else has made it out of the room.
Cool. I feel sorry for it. I try and shoot it in the head with my bow one more time to put out its misery. I get a 9. I run away. No, I don't see you. Never mind. It's not happening. Die a painful death.
And
we need to close the door.
Oh yeah, you can do that.
Close the
leaving
door.
the caterpillar behind in the room.
Right.
Very good use of colour spray and the sickening potion.
That was sick.
That is a good way. Nice.
Good.
Good way to fight it. Okay, let's rattle through everyone really quickly because we are technically still in combat rounds. Velda, do you want to do anything?
Is Fulton, are you there?
Felton is standing in the room. Yeah, so you're standing in you're all standing in a sort of stairwell together at the moment.
You can just hear.
Yeah, Fulton is just like melting.
Oh my god! Good god!
You can pour a potion down his neck.
I pour a potion down his neck.
Okay, you give him another potion.
Let's see what this one does. This one does. Oh, that's much better. So it's 5 plus whatever the potion is. So 6 hit points.
So you get 6 hit points back. Shania, do you want to do anything?
Yeah, I'm also going to do some healing on him using my healing potions.
Okay, give him a potion.
Well, not the potion,
Okay.
my
Your magic.
my spells. My
Okay.
magic, yeah.
So you actually get to add a bit more to this.
Yeah, 7 plus 3, so 10.
So 10 hit points back to Fulton. So that's pretty good.
Hey.
Shania or Mikey, do you want to do anything? Otherwise,
still
we'll just
Creel?
roll the damage. You're still Creel. Yes, it lasts for a minute, so you're still Creel at the moment. You can voluntarily end it.
Might as well keep it.
I'll just keep it.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, Fulton, you take another 6 points of acid damage. Okay. Are you imminently in danger of dropping dead?
No, I'm on 16 hit points.
Okay, that's fine. I'm going to roll the final amount of damage then. So take another 5 points, and that's the end of the acid.
11 hit
Caragol,
points.
could I be able to pilfer one of those potions you took from the guards?
Yeah, here you go. Here's one.
Thanks.
Fulton, take one of these as well. You look like a fucking state, mate.
What happened?
Is it cure light wounds?
Yes.
I'll just do it now.
Thank you, Caragol.
Yeah. Oh, I thought that was a 1.
Nice.
No, it wasn't.
Fulton, you really, really need the toilet now. You've just had so much. Like you drank like a jumbo Pepsi in the cinema.
Did you see that? I ran across the room and I was open the door and I got sprayed in the face with acid. I got no hair on my beard or anything now, but that was awesome.
You
look
the
awful.
lion hat, the lion crown looks like a mess.
Yeah, you look like
Is
a
he still
melted
full
candle.
from that elf bread that he had weeks ago as well? Still,
I think that's just about worn off now.
only just getting his appetite back.
Yeah.
So this is probably the next.
Onwards.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
cool.
We go on to. I check for traps.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's first thing.
You check for traps.
No, I don't roll. I do roll. You
No,
roll.
I roll for that. You find no evidence of traps.
It's fine.
Can I?
I mean, you find evidence of traps, but it went off.
Yeah,
a
there's
minute
the acid.
ago,
Yeah.
and, it's now all over Fulton. Mikey, you check as well, and you find no evidence of traps either. You go up the stairs to where there is a very simple-looking wooden door.
I check for traps.
You have checked. That's.
Oh, I see that
that's
including
what
the
you-
check. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
door and corridor.
I listen at the door.
Okay. You listen at the door. You make a perception check.
22.
Okay. You can hear the sound of somebody writing.
I look to the rest and I go, I think this is it.
I think
I think this is it.
Are we going to burst in like Avengers style or
No.
just...
No, he's obviously a very powerful wizard. I would very much advise our best chance is to try and talk to him.
How much longer will you look like this, Big Mike?
Yes, Big Mike, you
I
should go
stare
in.
at the
Why don't you walk in? Why don't you lead
Staring
the
at the
van?
DM.
You got about 30 seconds left of it.
Go on, you go first.
About 30 seconds.
Then we lead with you.
What?
We lead with you.
Go.
Yes,
Okay,
go,
all
go,
right,
go,
okay,
go, go,
okay.
go.
Wait. We're dressed as servants, right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Fine.
Well,
that-
they're
that
looking
buys-
for you. He's looking for you. So
Go.
when I say that I found you,
Yeah, do it.
Good idea.
Good.
Okay,
Yeah. We're going to talk to him. Yeah.
I
Go.
open the door.
You open
And
the door. It is a simply furnished office. On the wall, there are lots more framed letters from people who've been helped. There are a couple of windows, which surprisingly to you, it startles you for a moment. They are letting in natural sunlight, which is something you very rarely see in Caermarga. As you realise, this top of the tower has gone through the roof of Caermarga and is now out the top. in the middle of the room, there is a writing desk. Behind it, there is a comfortable-looking bed. Sat at the writing desk behind a pile of papers is a kindly old man. It's Uncle Gooden. He looks up as you enter. Creel.
Uncle Gooden, I've found the band you were asking for. Here they are. I saw them trespassing as servants up the stairs.
Very strange that you didn't try to message.
Well, I thought I'd get them here post haste.
Bearing in mind you're about to turn back.
You got about 10 seconds, yeah.
No, even less. Let's have 30 seconds outside the
My
door.
hand is like going towards the floor.
I'm studying the target already.
Okay,
'cause I
as
don't-
you go. Oh, how have you been then, little bird? The image of Creel fades away, and you turn back into yourself. He looks at you and smiles. You've been gone from us for a very long time. Don't you think it's time to put all those silly games away and come back home?
Where's my sister?
I thought you'd ask that. She's resting now.
Where is she?
You have to understand, she wouldn't stop asking about you. And, well, we do a lot of good here, little bird. And we can't let anything get in the way of that. Not failure, not questioning, not even love. You must understand that I loved you and your sister dearly. You are the very best. But those times have changed now. And I'm afraid that we've moved on. And I have to consider what's best for the children. I'm sure you'll understand.
I go invisible.
Mikey disappears from sight. Uncle Gooden turns his hand ever so slightly.
So this is awkward.
I would like Velda to make a perception check.
Okay. Come on.
No.
Okay.
What's going on with these rolls?
You don't spot what is going on until you suddenly feel the hairs in the back of your neck prick up slightly, and you realise that there is magic in the air.
It's magic scatter.
Magic in the air. And with all this romantic atmosphere.
Yes.
Fulton, Battlestone. I would like you to make a very, very important will save.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I'm going to use my advantage.
Oh, you call upon the knowledge given you by the troll augur.
Yeah.
Months ago, back in the Augur Temple, which allows you to roll twice and take the better result.
Oh my god. I don't recall it, but it would be so Ross to roll 2 3s.
Yeah. 2 3 or 2 1.
No. It's going to be good. It's going to be good.
Here we go.
220.
That's good.
16, that's good.
First is a 16.
16 total.
No, will save. So
Will
the
save.
first one was 17.
Okay.
Okay. Second
There's a 2.
was 3.
3.
So 17.
That's the knowledge.
So I will tell you. The spell he cast was called Paranoia. The victim immediately believes all creatures around it to be hostile to him and attempts to attack them. The save DC was 17. Fulton, you
That's ridiculous.
you look around at everyone. You can see them eyeing you menacingly and reaching for their weapons. You grip your axe to defend you, and then flash back to the troll whispering in your ear, and you remember his voice saying, Remember who your friends are.
Yes.
You shake the magic from your mind and realize who your true friends are, and you are unaffected by the spell.
Can I do something?
Yes, you can.
I'm going to run towards him and fucking smack him with my axe.
All right, you run towards. You start running towards him. We are going to roll for initiative, and Mikey's going to get a surprise round because no one knows where they are.
Distinctly mediocre rolls.
So glad I fucking made that.
Okay.
At the right moment as well.
Okay, we're going to start with Mikey. Mikey, what'd you get?
13.
A 13, very nice. Velda, what did you get?
I also got 13.
A 13 for Velda. Shania, what did you get?
17.
A 17, very good. Fulton, what did you get?
19.
19, very good. MZ, what did you get?
10.
A 10.
This green dye is,
It's not so good. Caragor, what'd you get?
17.
A 17. All right. Putting it in order. And it is Fulton who goes first.
Yes.
Yep. I'm going to run towards him, hit him with my great axe.
Okay, go ahead. Make your attack roll.
Oh.
One off getting a crit. One off.
Oh, no.
26.
That will definitely hit him.
Alrighty, here we go. Sorry, 25.
25 hits him.
With my
Big damage.
minus.
Big damage.
Big damage coming up.
9 damage.
9 points of damage. That's good. Solid damage. You run up and take a swing at him and knock him back. Sorry, Mikey, you were supposed to get a surprise round because you're invisible. Would you like to do anything before, as Fulton's running across the table, to run across the ground towards him?
Well, I wanted to run behind Uncle Gooden.
Okay.
Aim my short sword for his neck and scream, "Where is she?"
Okay.
But would that mess up your...
No, he still takes. You don't get to control what Fulton does. So you run behind, appear, and shout that. Then Fulton just comes barreling over the table. He looks like he's about to say something, and Fulton comes barreling over the table and just smashes his axe into him, and he staggers backwards into you, knocking you back.
Then I scream, "Dwarf! I said I got this!"
Shania Rain.
I'm gonna conjure a ball of fire. My famous balls of fire.
It's that old flamey sphere.
The old flaming sphere. And shoot it at his face.
You throw the flaming sphere towards him. So is it a reflex save?
Huh?
Or do you, he gets to make a save, doesn't he?
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah.
Is it an AoE?
No, it's not.
Okay.
So you swing the ball towards him. He gets an 18 on his save. Is that a save?
Oh, yeah,
I think it is. Okay.
That is a save.
He staggers to the side as the ball rolls past, and it does not strike him. Sorry about that. Caragor.
Launch a Tanglefoot arrow right at him.
Okay, you hit him with a Tanglefoot arrow. Go ahead. Make the ranged touch attack, and then he gets his reflex save.
Oh. It's a total with the study target of 25.
A 25 will hit. What's the DC on the Tanglefoot bag? I believe it's 13.
I think that's right.
Okay, he fails.
Ha ha!
It hits him.
Ha! I didn't think that was going to work. Ha! I knew that was going to work.
I mean, he's covered in glue. It's Tanglefoot arrows. Good work, Hawkeye. Mikey, he's just dodged a ball of fire. He's just been covered in glue. He's been hit with an axe.
Can I sneak attack him?
You can sneak attack him.
It's only 10.
A 10.
Wait, yeah. Do I add anything else to it, or did it
So
sword?
It's short sword.
10,
He is flanked, so you get another +2 on top of that.
12.
A total of 12 hits him.
Amazing.
So roll your damage and roll your flat-footed, roll your sneak attack damage as well. So
In case you're wondering,
1d4.
1d4.
Which is
There you go.
Here's
Here's
a
a D4.
Well, no, but his AC's been lowered because he's in the Tanglefoot bag as well.
okay.
That's right, yeah.
Okay.
You are.
Nice.
You are. You're welcome.
So that's 2, then plus
So -1, so it's just
Minus
1
1.
point, and then 2d6 points of damage on top of that.
2d6. Can I have some Ds? Is that the normal? No, I've got them
Yeah,
here.
those
I've got
two
them.
there.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Ross, let's go. Oh, why do I keep doing that?
7.
7. And I keep going, where is she?
Okay. So you appear behind him and just start stabbing him in the back with the knife, screaming as you do. Oh dear. Velda.
Are we trying to kill him, yeah? Or are we trying to capture him?
I mean,
him.
we did want to find out some information.
We've got to find out where the thing is. Okay. Velda cast magic missile.
Okay.
So that is an automatic hit.
Automatic hit.
Yep.
Roll damage.
2 magic missiles. First one does 5 points of damage. The second one does 4 points of damage. It does 9 points of damage.
Very good. You blast. You hit him with several
nearly as good as
pair
that
of magic missiles. He staggers backwards. He is feeling. He's feeling it. MZ.
Yo. So, he's stuck by your arrow.
Yes.
Yeah.
He is, isn't he? Yeah.
What's he looking
But we're
like?
still trying to damage him. Yeah.
Well, we're trying to capture him.
He's looking completely uninjured. However, he's howling in pain as he's hit.
But completely uninjured.
However, there's something weird about it. MZ, take you go.
You're saying he's a golem?
I don't know.
No, I think this is...
that
No. I
as
think
well?
he's a really powerful wizard. I think.
Not golem. It could be a high level illusion, but
Could be an illusion.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Do you think we could just walk in?
I mean, I could fire an arrow at him, but I'm not sure.
try it.
I mean, I'll do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
What if he's altered your sister to look like him?
I tell you what, look, when it gets around to my turn, I'll do a knowledge arcana check and see if there's something weird magic.
I mean, I could try a knowledge arcana, but I've only got a 1 in that.
That's what I mean. You hit him with an arrow.
Yeah, but
and I'll
you
do a
could try knowledge arcana. That might be.
Why don't I just do it? Yeah, because
we're not even trying to kill him. Like,
I might roll really well.
anyway.
Ooh, yeah. 15.
15. Go ahead and make a will save.
Okay.
Disbelieve the illusion.
Yes.
Come on. Where's my wills? Right, here we go. 14.
14. DC 14.
Fucking hell, guys. Jesus Christ.
We are right.
You kind of stop, squint, and then call out to everyone to look. The old man that you're fighting just kind of disappears in a waft of smoke, as does most of the room. It seems to kind of shift and change and take on a much grimmer appearance. Where the bed moves over to a side and a large chair appears at the back of the room. Sat in the chair is a huge, bloated-looking humanoid. They have red skin. They have cloven feet, so cloven hooves. Their hands end in claws. They are dressed in gaudy jewelry. And have a huge fat belly over the top. Their face is completely covered by a grey iron mask with an expressionless face on it. The edges of the mask, where it rubs up against the skin, have drawn blood and are rusted, and the lips are rusted as well. There are black horns coming out the side of the head and curling around. The body of the creature is covered in leeches. Big fat leeches sticking onto every bit of exposed flesh. His very skin seems to be straining against himself, as if he's like a water balloon pumped up too much. He appears as the illusion of the old man disappears. The creature claps its hands together. Wait, well done, little bird. Well done indeed. You've found your way up here. I always knew you would. What is your price then?
Please, just give me Ray.
You know that I would give you anything. But as you can see, we all serve a higher purpose. She was called on to serve the living God, as we all are at some time. The living God calls for many a sacrifice. Ray played her part admirably, as we all must one day. As I'm sure I am going to be called to. But there is no undoing what has been done. Perhaps if you had never run away from us in the first place, we never would have had to have come to that path. But here we are. His forked tongue licks out from between the rusted lips of the mask. It is a shame. You were my favourite little birds. I don't think we'll ever find ones like you again.
I just dropped to my knees and kind of let my sword drop.
Where's Freya Axborn?
You should know, by all you've found here, that there is little you can do to frighten me. I serve a higher purpose. I serve the great living God, whose machinations are not yours to know.
I'm not trying to frighten you, I just want to know where Freya Axborn is.
You have nothing to barter with. You were dead men the moment you set foot in here. By now, Creel will have worked out what is happening. He will have put word out around Caermarga. Don't you understand? Everybody loves Uncle Bugden. When Caermarga finds out what you've done here, it'll never be safe for you to walk the streets again. There'll be a price on your heads higher than you'll ever be able to pay off. You're never going to be able to sleep again. Everywhere you go, you'll know you're going to be hunted for what you've done here today. And all for nothing.
You're a bit boring.
Yeah, let's fucking kill you. I'm going to run towards him with my fucking great axe.
Okay. You run towards him with the great axe.
Although we haven't found out any information.
No, we really need to find out information first.
What do you want to aim at, particularly? Just try and hit him with it, or just...
You want to get it right up in his grill.
I'm going to go for the head.
He's pretty big.
Should have gone for the head.
You go for the head. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Hey-ya!
What is it?
Oh my god!
No way.
He's done it.
20. Well, wait.
He hasn't confirmed it. He hasn't confirmed it.
Yeah,
All right.
Go on.
If you
you
confirm
go.
this, you lose that card.
Never!
220!
Unbelievable!
This is it.
220s in a row.
This is your moment!
Confirmed critical hit.
Amazing.
Uncle Bugden.
Take your card, man.
It is, sir. It is an honour to take away that fumble card and hand you this critical card.
All right.
We are going to keep this. This is not going back in the deck. This fumble card is taking pride of place.
Yeah.
So that is going to be.
Is it? So
it's a slashing weapon.
Double damage and +4 to your AC for 1 round.
Oh wow! Well,
But I get
amazing.
my critical thing is ×3.
so you do triple damage.
Jeez Louise.
Oh, just.
Oh, that's a strong roll. That's a 9, I think.
Yeah, it's a 9. So it's not the +5, is it? That's tripled. The plus is not.
No,
it's
No,
just
you
the
triple
four
dice and then you add the number at the end.
So it's
So
27 plus
+5.
so that's 32.
Yeah.
Could that? Basic maths.
Lord.
And you kill Uncle Fulton runs across the room and severs Uncle Gooden's head from his shoulder. The head flies across the room, hits the wall, and rolls to a halt. The iron-masked face staring back at all of you. As soon as you do, just a jet of blood erupts from the wound and just sprays against the wall, and the body just kind of starts convulsing on the chair until eventually it comes to a halt.
Whoops.
I mean, we were supposed to find out some information from him.
Mikey.
That was very impressive.
That was very impressive. I was just going to say you're a bit boring.
God.
Tell us what you know, but then you just whacked his head off.
Mikey is still kneeling. She's crying. She looks up at Fulton and just goes, "Hey, dwarf." and then runs and gives him a massive hug.
Thorn's just a bit shocked, spending all this time not being able to hit anything and then killing that guy. I didn't think I'd kill him. Sorry.
What, when you aimed your axe at his neck, did you not think that would kill him?
Well, I thought...
Caragor says with an approving smile.
Well, I thought, due to my luck, I was like, it's probably not going to happen. But I did, so but now we need to find Creel, actually, I guess.
No, I'll tell you what we need to do.
We need to get out of here.
No, we need to find out about this living god, mate.
That was on my mind, yeah, obviously.
There
but
are
we should get out of here.
a pile of papers on the desk. However, you can hear from downstairs. You can hear.
Okay,
and you can see they hear the sound of a lot of feet running.
Velda runs over to the desk, opens his handy haversack, just sweeps
everything.
all of
Everything.
Is
there any windows? Ahead.
Huh?
Is there any wind?
There are windows, yes.
And then we're going to jump out the window, right?
The windows go up.
Featherful this
Okay.
bitch.
Takes the head. Takes the head.
Caragor takes the head.
So you grab
And
the
all the
head.
evidence.
Is there any?
The windows are actually not a very far. It's only a few feet down to onto effectively the roof of Kaer Marga, to the Great Walls. You're out in the glorious sunshine, which is hell for Shania, because you've been on the ground now for ages. You can barely see anything. You have to hold them. You run across the roof of Kaer Marga. Now, the very centre of Kaer Marga has no ceiling on it. That's where the walls kind of stop. There is falls down into the main market district. You've only been there once to go to the Orga Temple. There you saw the light, and there's a big lake there. So you run across the roof of Kaer Marga. You hear shouts of anger. You can hear Creel yelling, "Stop them!" From the wall, and blasts of magic start hitting the ground behind you as you all run. Suddenly, you run out of roof as you come running. As you reach, there's just a sheer drop ahead of you that drops down back into the city to a great lake. You have nowhere to go but over the edge or back towards Creel and all of the guards.
Are you ready?
So we all go.
Jump!
Drink a potion and then jump.
You'll drink your potion.
Fulton, jump.
Jump! You hurl yourselves from the wall and plummet hundreds of feet, falling slowly as the potion kicks in, as you tumble slowly and splash down into the lake at the centre of Kaer Marga. And that is where we leave it for tonight.
Whew.
Oh
What
my.
an image of us just falling into the air, all badass.
Knew it'd
like,
be sick, yeah.
Arrows like flying over.
Oh.
Good luck,
Thank
guys.
you very much, April, for joining
Thank
us.
you.
Thank you.
Hilarious.
That was amazing. Thank you.
Thank you very much, April.
And welcome to the Pittsburgh Nerd Podcast. I'm Sean.
And I'm Ian.
Hey, Ian.
Yeah.
Did you know you could find us on the Danger Entertainment Network?
Danger.
Danger Entertainment. That's right.
Sounds dangerous.
It is. It's a tad bit dangerous. You'd be shocked to find that out. You know, there's a bunch of great podcasts you can find there. Our friends from the History of Bad Ideas podcast, Who the What Now, Besotted Geek. No, they retired. That's right.
They retired.
They retired. But there are a bunch of other great podcasts you can find there, along with us. You know, we're the Pittsburgh Nerd Podcast, and we do pop culture and chili cheese dogs and whatever else floats our fancy.
Yeah,
Check us out.
for sure.
For sure, we're on most podcatchers, so give us a look.
Peace.